Hey guys, welcome back to some more programming, some more fun. My name is Zach, and I'm here with my good friend Brent, and we're gonna be learning. I'm gonna be learning how to program some neat things in Rust, the Rust programming language. And I just thought it'd be a good thing to record. Um, and Brent is like a master at this programming language, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to learn some good stuff from him. So we can go ahead and just get right on into it.
I'm actually eating breakfast right now, so you're gonna see me muting and shoveling food in my mouth occasionally. But other than that, we'll be working through this with Zach.
Yeah, I think one of the good things about one of the at least the philosophy that you have or that you've learned over the years about learning programming languages is that it's better to learn a language when you can have a project to apply it to, because then you're like solving a problem that you have with this programming language, and then you kind of learn the syntax as you go. um, and so doing the Crawford projects, which are specifically for um, I don't even know how to begin to explain it in a way that would make sense. I don't, because I don't want to get deep in the weeds about what it is that, like, the research that we do and the stuff like that. But
I mean, all I would say is the Zach's exactly right. One thing that held me up when I was learning programming is I would read programming books and they teach you syntax. So I read some Python book, like even when I was a kid, and I learned all this stuff like, oh, this is a variable and this is a loop and this is another kind of loop and all that kind of stuff. But if you don't have any reason to actually apply that information, it doesn't really mean anything to you. So you really need something to work on that where you can apply the things that you're reading or the things that you're learning. And in this case, since we're chemists, uh, these Crawford programming projects are basically like word problems for programming based on chemistry. So in this first one, we're basically doing a very simple geometry analysis of a molecule. So we're going to be computing a bunch of things like bond lengths and bond angles. So if you've taken geometry, you will be able to follow along, even if you're not doing a PhD in chemistry. Now, when we move on to
yeah,
the second and third projects, that's when some of the PhD classes might come in handy. But
yeah,
for the first one especially, it should be pretty much pure programming with a little math. So it's a good thing. So yeah, just I recommend
yeah,
these even if you're kind of loosely interested in chemistry, just as a good excuse to write some code.
yeah. I guess that's a much better way of explaining it. I never know how in depth I need to go with
I
this stuff,
understand. Yeah.
because it's like, I mean, the chemistry that we do is, it can be pretty top. Not, I don't want to say top level, because I don't want to sound too high on a horse. But
Yeah.
it's like, we do a lot of really in intense physical chemistry with this kind of stuff, and it seems like trivial for us because we've done it for so long, because we give the program a geometry, and we say optimize this geometry and give us the lowest energy form of that structure,
Yeah, but this is
or
not
of
a
that
this isn't
molecule.
even an optimization. Like this is literally just gathering up the bonds and angles and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
geometry
That's yeah.
optimization would be very complicated.
Yeah.
That
Yep.
would be a big project.
Yeah.
One, I guess, just to mention one other thing I like about the Crawford projects are that they're a little bit more in depth than an advent of code problem, for example, and they all build on each other. Sometimes advent of code works like that, um, but you can
Yeah, but
do
advent of code is hard.
yeah, it gets hard really fast. Like this doesn't really get any harder going through the first three projects. Um, so this is just a good place to start, I think, if you're learning a language.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That
All
is
right, well
true.
let's
Okay. All
dive
right.
in. Project number
Yeah.
one.
What do I need to do in order to get set up with Rust? Like, so in the previous videos, we got LaTeX, but specifically for this one, we got Rust set up. Um, so what is it that we need to do now? Because a new edition of Rust just released. So, um, what do I need to do in order to get myself set up and ready to just start writing in Rust in that regard?
Sure, yeah. So first of all, uh, not to be too pedantic, but Rust actually has things that are called editions,
Oh,
and just for all the viewers out there, a new edition did not come out. The Rust editions are like every 3 years, I think. So there's like the 2015 edition, 2018 edition. We're still on the
Okay.
2021 edition, I guess, until next year. Um, but a new version did come out. So if you want to fire up a terminal, we can see this. So I think Rust 172 just came out, or 171.
Okay.
Zach and I are using nightly Rust anyway, so it doesn't really matter what the exact version is. But one thing I noticed in this version is that there are some really nice documentation improvements. So let's go ahead and get the newest version. Well, actually, we can check your old version. So to do that, you can just do cargo -- version. Okay, yeah, and you're on 173 nightly.
Right.
But we'll update anyway. So you can do rust up. I think it's just update.
Rust up update, huh?
Yep.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, I think so. 170. I forget how the numbers work. I think 172 just came out. The beta channel should be called 173, and nightly is called 174. Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is just update everything.
All right. Perfect.
And now, let's open the docs. So I actually had to Google this before because I just have a bookmark in my browser. But yeah, do rust up doc.
Rust up doc.
Yeah, we'll
Like
see
that?
what happens. Yeah.
Oh, that was so cool. Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, go down.
Look at that.
Go to the search box. Yeah, just hit search. Hopefully it'll pull us to the. There we go. Oh, it even looks
Yo,
better.
that's cool.
Yeah. Okay. So try searching for something. Just type vec space. Okay, yeah. So these are some of the new updates in the documentation. So you'll see on the left, it's showing you the type of thing. So you can click on the standard vec module or the struct or the macro. It used to not show that. It used to also not use spaces as path separators. So you would actually have to type : to do this search.
No.
Yeah. So everybody out there, go update your Rust. This is reason enough.
Stop watching this video right now.
No. Stay on the video. Okay, there's the docs. We could also pull up the Rust book. Yeah, we might be okay without the Rust book, though.
Rust book.
All right.
Wait, look at that. That's cool stuff.
I guess, actually, do you want to real quick give people, if you think it'll be useful, do you want to give people a background on your programming ability, or have you read any of this book or anything like that?
So I would say that my programming ability is equivalent to a kid with one of those little puzzles that's like putting the different shape blocks into the holes. And every time I've ever tried to pick up like a programming book and learn how to program any language, it doesn't matter what it was, I would put the wrong block in the wrong hole and then just keep dreaming until like I just gave up because I was like, well, I'm never going to learn this. Like learning a programming language has always seemed like a very insurmountable task because it just seems like I don't know how to think like a programmer. I don't have the skill set yet to think like a programmer or to use the tools that come in a programming language in order to solve problems. I will say though that a lot of that also comes from I have never had an issue where I've ever had to repeat a task so many times that it got to the point where I felt like I needed to write a little script or even a program to solve or to do that thing for me, so I didn't have to manually handle all of that. So I've never really thought that I needed to learn how to program or learn a programming language. Now, of course, as I get further and further into my computational chemistry degree, it seems more and more it makes more and more sense that I need to learn how to program in at least one programming language, if not multiple. That way I have an idea of different programming languages. That way it's not so hard if I do go out into the workforce and get a job in computational chemistry and they expect me to know a lot of these things. I want to be ready for that, because when you're in a computational chemistry program as a PhD student, you probably didn't take any programming classes in your undergrad because it's not required. It was never required. So like I never learned any of that kind of information. So that always seemed like it was something that if you really wanted to know it, you should have just learned it on your own. So
Okay. Uh, Sounds good. I feel like there's some saying about it doesn't matter like the path you got here, but you're here now. It's time to learn programming.
yeah, yeah, that's
Although I
yeah,
can't,
that's right.
I really can't relate with the not feeling the need to write a script. As you know, I
Yeah,
think
yes,
one time, I think 2 summers ago, summer before last, I spent like 3 days working on a script to regenerate tables of data
yeah,
so that when we had to rerun calculations, I wouldn't have to touch anything by hand. It
yeah,
would fetch the. I was working on like a whole build pipeline that would download the files from the supercomputer,
yeah.
process them all, do all the statistics, and spit out the exact tables I needed for the paper.
Right, yeah,
So I go to like the opposite extreme of, and this is why being lazy is a virtue for programmers. It's like I'm too lazy to update these tables manually, so I will spend literally 3 work days
yeah.
trying to automate it.
Right. Wait, see, that's the thing though, is like if that's something that I hate doing too, but you did it for me. You know what I mean? Like you've
Yeah,
already done that. So like I'm not gonna waste my time learning how to do it on my own
yeah, yeah.
because I already have that, like you've already made that and it's something
Right.
that I already use. Because I mean like I use at least a version of something like that every time something finishes. I just press a button and I have the full table that I need.
True.
I slap that straight into my LaTeX document and it's done. Like I literally don't think about it again.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, sounds good. Let's get started.
Okay.
I think, yeah, so my role here, I guess, I'm going to try to help you avoid that frustration of the whole. So I'll try to ask you, leading questions. I'll try to fill in gaps in your knowledge of the language itself so that
Okay.
hopefully you don't encounter any of those like major frustrations.
Okay.
But I'm going to try not to just like dictate code to you like I was doing in the Emacs video. Because today is actually about thinking through stuff. And I was really
Yes.
encouraged actually by what you said last time about um, talking through things in words. So we'll try to do that. We may even try writing some of it down as pseudocode. And I think that's really
Okay.
helpful. Like if you can articulate what you want the computer to do, then the last step is really just basically a technical level. Like you just have to go through the documentation and find the parts of the language that do the things
Yeah.
you already know you want to do.
Yeah.
So we'll be practicing that as well.
All right. Well,
Um,
I appreciate it. I will say though, have please be patient with me.
I'm gonna do my best. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. And everybody else watching the video, please be patient with me. I'm not a programmer by trade.
yeah.
I'm a construction worker by trade.
All right. Anyway, let's hop to your terminal.
All right.
We're gonna make a new cargo
Oh my god.
project. That's will be in Emacs most of the video. Everybody, don't worry. But we do want to. I usually run cargo new in the terminal. So just go to whatever directory you want to put this stuff in.
Oh man. I'll just go to projects. That seems like a good place. And I'll
Don't make
make
any
a new direct.
directories.
Okay, cargo new, huh?
Yeah, cargo will do that for you. So cargo new, and then yeah, you have to give it a name.
Okay. I'll just do I like does it need to be in quotes or anything?
No, I mean I
Okay.
guess if it had spaces in it, it would have to be in quotes.
Okay.
It's basically
Crawford.
like you're doing Mictor.
Okay.
All right, so
Proj.
just do that, and then go open it up in Emacs, and then go to the Crawford project. I'm gonna take a couple more bites of food.
Okay. That sounds good. All right. Let's see. Hey yo. Wait. Open the directory in Emacs. When I do
Just
cargo,
open the main.rs file.
I didn't know that that's what that did.
You'll find it.
Okay. Find a file. We want to go to projects and then the Crawford projects and then oh look at that! It made me a Cersei directory. Hey, yo. Oh, look at that. Okay. Well, I guess I already see here the basic form of a function. And the name of a function, the main function. This is where all the magic, like in Go, I guess this is where the magic happens.
Yep.
Nice.
This is the main event.
This is the main, yeah, the main event. Okay, print
So,
line.
yeah, one thing you can do before you go look at the instructions is just actually try to compile this. So, again, everybody, go check out my last video with Zach if you want to see us working together to build his Emacs configuration, where we
Yeah.
set up everything he needs for Rust today.
All right. So I'm
Um,
just gonna compile it.
yeah,
What
let's
is
see
that?
if he remembers how to compile.
Nope, that wasn't it. Oh, I
Oh,
think I was supposed to hit.
that was close. Yeah, you hit. Yep. So he's using project.el to run project commands.
Uh, uh,
Oh, you may actually have to add this as a project.
oh,
I don't know.
okay.
I usually use projectile, but we're restricting Zach to as many default packages as possible.
Oh man. Okay, hold on. I want to say it's like Control X and then something, right?
Wait, just do exactly what you were doing, but don't cancel it.
Okay. Select the project.
Choose a dir.
Choose.
What? Yeah. And then select the root directory. Uh, I think you should abort
Abort. Abort.
because
Okay.
you
So
don't want to
Control
select the
X.
source directory. You want to select the root directory. Yeah. So
Oh,
back
so
off
okay.
source,
Okay.
and then hit Control P or up arrow or something. Wait, one more. One more. Oh, geez. Maybe take the slash off. Okay, yeah, yeah, there.
Okay.
And now, I guess F and enter. Okay, so
Okay.
viewers, I would probably recommend projectile. I don't. Project EL seems a little bit rougher around the edges, perhaps. Okay,
It's going. It's going real good right now.
so now try to compile. Can you hear
Yeah.
my chair
Okay.
squeaking?
Yes.
Okay, I should probably try to stop moving.
Oh, perfect.
All right,
Yeah. I guess.
give it a
I guess.
compile.
Well, hold on. I get. I. Well, I can't. Perfect. Yeah. I don't remember how to get to the make or the
Oh,
compile thing. Is it? It's. Is
so
it?
yeah, Control XP is called the prefix for Project EL.
Yeah.
So everything after that, you can actually hit question mark here, and it'll open a buffer telling you all the options.
Oh, nice. Oh, so it's PC to compile.
Yep.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay, perfect. So if I do Control X P C make dash K.
I guess actually in your case you don't have a make file, so
Yeah.
if you just want to run a Rust project, you can just use cargo run as your compile command,
Okay.
and that should do it.
And if I now okay
Hello
now that okay
world.
okay all right all right all right. Okay. Hello world. F5 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 F5. Okay, perfect. Okay, great. Well, that compiled. That's good.
Yep.